Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Sunday, October 8th, 2023. I've been warning really since Wednesday to take your bear hats off. We want to start looking on the long side as we were approaching the low date that Woody put out, and we had the BLS numbers come out, the non-farm payroll, and they blew away expectations. I'm sure they're going to be revised again next month, but to the downside. But in any case, that jolted the market lower because all the people that are just tied to the Fed, thinking that's the only way that this market can move. They drove the markets down, and it held support. And I was going to send out a buy alert down here, but I wanted to just make sure, because remember, this is when we were in the chaos and confusion phase, which I talk about, and that typically is made when you're making a top and a bottom, and you can just see the big moves going up and down. And everybody, being the majority, was really bearish on this market. They were betting that this was going to be coming to the downside. And as warned, the master planners, blasted the market up and used all these shorts to squeeze the S&P some 50 points higher. So we're right into the resistance area here. There's no sell signals. So what that's suggesting, let's take a look at the 15-minute chart. And you can see we don't really have sell signals here. So most likely this is suggesting is that we have not seen the top yet of this rally off the lows. So meaning short-term top. So this was the squeeze here. We probably are going to come down, test this anywhere from the 42.92, maybe even down to this 42.80, and then find support and then take this high out. And then from there, what's going to happen is we're going to start seeing some sell signals on the 15-minute chart as well as the 60-minute chart. Now, you do not want to be, I'm not really looking at this to short. Again, where the bearish time period is almost behind us now. So we're going to we're going to use this weakness when it finally makes the top up there to start filling our positions on the long side. And then from there, we'll look for our 100, 200, 300 points to the upside on the S&P, wait for some sell signals to pop in, and then we look short. We don't care what direction this market's going in, as long as it's following the technical rules and our predictive analytics model. So on the predictive analytics model, time-wise, we knew we were running into a low date that Woody projected back in early September. We had buy signals on the hourly chart, and we had people that were pretty bearish on this market, and it wasn't really an extreme bearish reading. We got one, I believe, on the 5th, October 5th, when we had that big drop. I think we came down to, it was something like a 3% bullish sentiment. So people were bearish down here, but it wasn't all that extreme overall. But the predictive analytics model, what it was saying was we had people that were bearish on the market, we had bullish divergences, we had support, and we had a turn date. And this is what happened. Everybody that was aggressively shorting down here is now running for cover. So the best roadmap that I can look at for Monday, short term, a little bit of a pullback and then up, or maybe up and down and up again. But I'm really looking for some sell signals to pick up on the 60-minute chart. Again, I'm not going to be using this to short unless we just get a monster rally straight up to these levels. But right now, my thinking is that we're going to get a little pullback up and then down, and we want to buy that next pullback that comes down there. So then we could, start building in positions and putting a proper stop in place. So the bulls, if they, get it above this 43.24, most likely we're coming up to the 43.73, possibly even up to the 43.60. On the downside, you can see this is the important support right here, that 42.67. We have 42.78 with the as far as the moving average support. So I can see us kind of just staying trapped within this level here for a little while, and then eventually break to the upside. And when it breaks to the upside, then I'm really looking at a move coming up and probably testing the 4,400, possibly even up to the 4,450. Everybody will be bullish on the market again. We'll have the talking heads feeling better about calling us a new bull market, and they'll probably pull the rug out, and we'll start hearing a lot about the Christmas rally and everything to that extent. So let them talk. We're making money on the trades. We don't care if we're trading long or short. We don't care what the market is. What everybody's anticipating for the long run. We're just going to take our 100, 200 points every trade. And like I said, by the time everything is said and done, we're going to be so far ahead of these perma bears and perma bulls that, we're not going to have to be in every trade. And that's really the goal here. Control our emotions, make educational trades, meaning that we have the predictive analytics model on our side, and we're quick to take profits. We're not going to catch the exact low when we get out. We're not going to catch the exact top when we get out of our long positions. But that's what allows us to control the emotions, because what we do is we're cash. And as I've been saying, for me personally, moving from short to long the same day, it's a very, very hard thing for just me to manage in my head. So I like to move to cash, let the chaos and confusion trade start, wait for a breakout through resistance, and then when it comes back to support, that's when we start buying. So it's going to be, like I said, really important that the bears hold that. I mean, that the bulls hold this 42.70 line. And there's a chance that we do come up somewhere up into the 43, 46, or possibly even the 4400 before they give the bears a little bit of a break on the squeeze. But just be very, very careful shorting down here. We had the VIX that was running into heavy resistance, and this was really the reasoning. Everybody was extremely bullish on the market down here. Now they're bearish on the market. We're just trading both ways. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning.